Hello and welcome back to another episode of Unlicensed Therapy with me, your host, Ari Mannis. Today we have Chelcie Lynn, aka Trashy Tammy, on the podcast. If you aren't familiar with her, here's a video.
How's it going? Name's Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Where are we headed?
University Medical Center downtown, please.
Oh shit, is everything alright?
Everything's good.
Perfect.
We're pregnant.
Okay, so we headed in for an abortion?
No, actually, we're a good Christian family. We wanted this baby.
Okay, shit. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Got some refreshments, okay? I got some bottled water, some of those little Reese's. I got some Xanax, some of those little bottles of alcohol I stole whenever I worked at Southwest Airlines. You guys good, or?
We're fine.
Okay.
What'd you do at Southwest?
Oh, I was a stewardess.
Did you enjoy that?
No. She owes me money, and if you don't tell her, guess what? I'm gonna show up at her doorsteps and tell her. She owes me $20. I don't care if she's my grandma. I want my money. You guys said you're a good Christian couple, right?
Yes.
Will you say a prayer for me?
Absolutely.
Of course, sweetie.
I'm waiting on some test results that I'm pretty worried about.
Is it the cancer?
No, it's herpes.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's herpes, but something on my vag is itching and burning. I don't know if it's herpes, gonorrhea, yeast infection. I can't get my legs open wide enough to see.
We will say a prayer for you.
Thank you. So you guys fucking or what?
Yes, ma'am, we told you we're pregnant. We had to fuck at least once. Can you just step on it?
Step on what?
The gas.
Speaking of gas, roll down your windows. Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
Oh, God, what did you eat?
Y'all are dramatic.
Your ass stinks.
Oh, shit.
What?
What?
Car broke down. Shit.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Get out and push. Help me push. Help me push. Come on.
Okay, stay here, sweetie.
She ain't staying in here. I ain't pulling her weight. Come on, let's go.
Oh, God.
Somebody's gonna need a steer. Push. Push. There we go. Tell your wife to push harder.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Trashy Tammy, Chelcie Lynn, she came on the podcast today. It was dope. And now you guys get to hear the full interview. But before we get to the interview, let's take care of business. Let's take care of the groveling. The comedian groveling. The promo. How many things can I use to explain it? You could join the YouTube channel now. Yeah. You could pay money to the YouTube channel, get an ad-free version of the podcast. Why not? Why not me? I deserve it. I work hard on this. I lose money on this every week. Hook it up. What else? We have t-shirts available on arimannis.com. Unlicensed Therapy t-shirts. I have a children's book for sale. Like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Share it with a friend who you think might enjoy the interview. Do one of those things. Do 2 of them. Why not? Why not hook it up? I'll tell you where I'm at financially. I snuck into a spa the other night, into a hot spring spa in Palm Springs. I went and did a show at a strip mall parking lot, and then afterwards we went to a hot spring and we snuck in because I didn't want to pay for it because I don't have that kind of money yet. I don't have hot spring money. But with your help, I could. Okay, that's it. That's my whole intro. Enjoy the episode.
I single-handedly broke up my marriage. You're an awful person.
You're 24 years old. Why would I listen to you? Why would you be giving therapy and advice to people who clearly need it? It doesn't make any sense, Ari. This is a horrible idea.
You're listening to Unlicensed
Unlicensed
Therapy with Ari Mannis.
Me and my partner business partner, Abby Robert. She's another stand-up comedian. We started this podcast studio, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like a business. We record our podcast out of here, but we rent it out to people, and we're starting a network and all the crazy shit, right? And we got this big podcast on it, right? And we're like, okay, cool. We're rolling. We got this big famous guy from Netflix, and he's doing a podcast with us. And we're like, oh, cool. Okay. So we got a piece of it. And then one of his friends he brings in, who's also famous.
I want to know who these people are. Are we? Is this?
I'll probably cut this out.
Okay, I want to know who it is.
But I'm going to record it just in case.
Okay.
But I'll probably cut it out.
Okay.
So his name's, he's like 6'4", jacked, 6-pack, and he's got all his followers are hot chicks.
Yeah.
Who want to fuck him. Like that's his fault. He's like an Instagram model, but a dude one.
Yeah.
And so he's doing a podcast here, right? And we get a piece of it because we're doing it all for him. And then there's his friend's, her name's Chick, who's like,
okay,
a mess of a person, but famous, right? All these followers, podcast's gonna make a lot of money, and and she was like talking to us, like asking us questions. Okay, so if I came and recorded here, what would happen? Blah blah. We're like, oh, sick! Like, we got these two big podcasts right off the bat, and I'm, we're nobodies, and we never thought this would happen. So then we posted on our Instagram on the business page for Melrose Podcast. He said, hey, we're looking for someone to help us sell ads for our podcast. And this guy calls us who works for an already existing ad agency. He's like, hey, why try and sell ads yourself? Just come over to us. We'll do it for 20%. And we're like, we're just young and new to this business and this game. We don't know what we're doing. And so we want to give away another 20% to ads. We kind of just told him too much info. We're like, these are the people we're working with. He, of course, just goes to Tanda's manager and just snaps her away. Like, hey, I have all this money. I'm doing all this. Don't go with these guys. Go with me.
Oh, my God.
Just
and they
sharks
did?
us.
And they did?
I think so, yeah. So
I'm sick to my stomach.
Just sharks us. And then he has the nerve. Oh, so he does this, right?
No.
Then he calls me up today. He calls me. How's it going, Ari? He goes, hey, I just wanted to apologize. I know we talked about possibly working together on this podcast, but we had to put some money up front, so we're just going to have to do it all on our own. We're not going to be able to work with you on it. He calls me to basically rub it in my face. To be like, hey, we're doing this podcast for now, so fuck you.
I'd be so fucking... I feel...
But it was like, and this, he's been doing this for 15, all of podcasting. And I'm just like this little new guy walking in, not knowing what I'm doing. And he's like, take a lesson.
Damn.
Yeah. Sit back and watch the shark work.
Well, how I look at it, honestly, like bigger and better things are coming.
Yeah. It wasn't meant to be. And
dead serious.
The silver lining.
Yep. Is you learn something.
I learned something. And I learned about his company and him to not fuck with them. And sadly, a good friend of mine also has part ownership of that company. So I feel kind of a little betrayed by him, not the guy who called me.
Maybe your friend doesn't know what happened.
Yeah, maybe. I'm hoping. So I felt a little betrayed.
I'd ask, though.
I almost don't want to. I almost don't want to know. I'm like, this guy who I thought was a good friend of mine did it. And then, so I learned. And then the other silver lining is kind of a mess. I don't really want to have to I feel like if we did work, it would have been money, but I would have had to pester her every week. Hey, remember, we got a podcast today. You can't miss it.
No doubt.
Do this. It would have been
it would have been a lot of work. Yeah. No doubt. I agree with you on that. For sure. Damn, that sucks though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Growing pains. White people problems though.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? Yeah.
Exactly.
How do you deal with because you're famous, you're busy, you're famous. You're not like
that's
weird.
So
you're internet
weird.
famous.
Yeah,
but you're famous.
I feel like
that's the new normal famous. Back in the day, it'd be like, I'd say even 10 years ago, they'd be like, she's just a YouTube chick or like an internet chick. But now it's like, that's what everyone wants to be. That's cooler than being a movie star.
A-listers are wanting to be internet famous.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
There's just been this shift. Like I remember even when 10 years ago, I started comedy and someone would come in and sell at a comedy club that had like a YouTube channel and people would talk shit. They'd be like comedians. They'd be like, I'm never starting a YouTube. I'm just a stand-up. That's lame shit. They'd be like, look, they're not a real stand-up. But now it's like, every stand-up comedian has a YouTube, and it's like, oh, I would love that. That's my dream. You know?
When I first started doing stand-up, like even before stand-up a few years ago, I was terrified. Like I thought, oh, I'm not a real comedian. You know, I'm an internet comedian.
Right.
And all these real comedians are gonna just, you know, and it's been the total opposite, dude. People have like from what I've experienced, comedy world, everyone has been so supportive and everyone supports each other and helps each other. And it's been awesome, dude.
And also, you're really sweet and funny and talented.
Thank you.
There's a lot of YouTubers, I don't even know them because I don't watch their channels, but they go in there and you watch it and you're like, what the fuck is this?
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard of that. Yeah. I'm not going to name names, but I have heard. I've heard like YouTubers and internet people try to do shows and they don't even do stand-up. They just,
you could make that same argument for stand-up comedians because there's a lot of stand-up comedians I watch and I think, what is this? This is horrible.
That's true.
So, and I'm sure people think that about me when they watch me do stand-up. Everyone has their preferences. So it's also,
and some people love the people that we don't like. You know, it's just whatever. That's why I don't get like mad or offended when somebody's like, "Oh, she's not funny." I'm like, "I'm probably not to you.
Yeah,
that's okay. I really don't give a fuck." You know,
that's a good attitude to take. But how do you deal? So, going back to my original question, big popular. I'm sure a lot of things. Only more and more things are coming your way. How do you deal when you have to be on set one day, or you're shooting a sketch, or you're doing a show at night? And you probably have a million things going through your brain, like, oh, tomorrow I got to do this. Tonight I have to call this person and this person, sign this contract or do this. How do you shove that all aside? Do you have a strategy for that?
So lists. I won't do shit if it's not on my list. I won't do it. You know what I mean? So a list, I think people don't understand how much work is actually behind it. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, it probably looks like I just chill all day and, go to Starbucks, whatever, you know what I mean? But I recently had to hire my sister Beth. So she's working for me. Yeah. She's working for me. And we don't like to say personal assistant because that sounds douchey.
And she does more. She's not just a personal assistant.
No,
she's your sister, and I'm sure makes decisions with you, and you're literally your family. So it's not just like, go get me coffee. No. It's like, hey, I got this going on today. What do you think? You know.
And I told her, she's been working with me for 2 months, and I told her when we first started working together, I was like, I will never ask you to, go to Target for me or do my laundry or, you know what I mean? Like she does, like she orders my merch. She runs my merch tables at the shows. She does a lot of shit like that. So that took a lot off my plate, and it's been nice. But honestly, like I have to write out a schedule and make lists. Monday, I'm filming this, I'm posting this, I'm editing this. Tuesday is the Zoom calls and you know what I mean? And I literally have to be very organized or I'll watch Golden Girls all day. Dead serious.
Is that your show?
Oh,
That's your background show? A lot of people have Friends or The Office. Yours Golden Girls.
Yeah. Do you watch Golden Girls?
I did when I was younger because my grandmother loved it.
Yeah. Watch it as an adult, please.
It's next level.
Oh God, it's so good. You will notice how many like inside dirty jokes and that you don't get as a kid. It's oh my God.
Do you think now? Let me ask you this because I haven't watched it in 15 years. Do you think it would be allowed on TV, or is there a lot of stuff that like is cancelable?
Cancelable.
That's
for
tight.
Sure.
I
for
love
sure.
that shit.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love offensive jokes.
Yeah.
I do.
Same.
Yeah. I'll watch it every once in a while and
Say
I'm like,
the N-word.
No!
Look into that camera and say it.
Shut up.
Do it.
Shut
Do
up.
it. Do it. Do it
Ma'am,
right fucking now.
we're talking about Golden Girls right now.
They do it on Golden Girls.
I'll watch an episode and literally be like, ooh, that would not fly today. Yeah, so please watch it as an adult.
I'll watch it.
It's good.
Were you worried at all when you were hiring your sister? Like, what if she's not good at this and I have to fire my sister? Or what if this creates, you're probably really close to her. Were you at all had that fear like, man, this could ruin my relationship with my sister? Or it's just not really?
So in terms of her not doing well, no, she was the first person I ever thought of. Her work ethic is phenomenal. She is so she goes above and beyond with her that was never an issue. I knew she would kill at it, and she has. I thought about, it's good, because I've never hired somebody. Nobody's ever worked for me.
Right.
You know?
Oh, she's employee number one.
Yeah, and And I thought, how am I, I'm not one to like micromanage or, you know, So I was like, I don't want to be weird asking her, you know, so that's kind of been weird. And I've spoken to her about it, not for her, but for me.
Yeah.
You know? So, and I told her, I go, once we get into the habit of things and months go by and we get into the groove, it'll be okay. But I just feel awkward asking her to do shit.
Yeah.
You know?
But the real awkwardness would be like if she messed something up.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to be like,
yeah,
hey,
that's
don't
happened
fuck up. Also,
Yeah.
I love you. You're my sister.
Yeah, that's happened a couple times where I'm like, but I'm the type of person, I'm so laid back and easygoing. I'm like,
You are.
well, you learn, you know, we're learning together. We learned, now we'll know what we'll do different next time. Now we'll, you know, so that's the kind of person I am.
And you both care about each other, so you know she wants to do a good
Yes.
job. Like if she messed something up, it's not out
Exactly.
of, sorry, I don't give a fuck about you. It's
No,
never that. Yeah.
and I know she does not want to go back to a regular 9 to 5. So she's trying.
does?
She's
Oh,
trying
it's the
real
worst.
hard to. No, it's good. It's going good. It's going good. Beth, bless her heart.
She's hot.
Yeah, she
Hot
is.
family.
Thank you.
Yeah, just like your husband, you, your sister,
you.
your group of friends. They're all
Yeah, we
just
should have a big
sexy
orgy.
people. Yeah, I can see you doing that. You said that like half joking. I feel like because
Dead serious.
if I walked in your house one day and there was an orgy, I'd be like, "Yep,
Yeah, this feels right.
yeah, this feels.
This
I
feels-
should have expected this.
Yeah.
I should have brought condoms, and that's my fault for not
Exactly.
doing that. Have you ever had an orgy? Be
No,
honest.
no.
Not even once.
I don't think. Oh God, I don't think.
Threesome.
And
And you don't have to answer. If you don't want to talk about it, you could just say next question.
Next question.
Okay.
But no orgy. I feel like an orgy would be weird.
Yeah. It'd be
Have
weird.
you ever been in an orgy?
No.
See, that I almost feel like I couldn't enjoy because it would be so funny to me. I would
It would
just
be
like
funny.
want to be watching everybody being like, let me Snapchat this.
That's what I was
you know?
going to say. I would like to go. I would like to attend an orgy, but maybe not participate.
Okay, let me put this way. Yeah. Oh, just to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
And not even masturbate
Maybe
or
I'd
anything.
assist. Maybe I'd like be a towel boy or something.
Okay.
Like, or bring people water, something like that.
In terms of the threesome, I have been asked.
Oh, I'm sure you've been asked for a threesome 3 times a day.
Oh, dude, my whole life, even before the fame, I've been asked for so many threesomes. And like during shows, couples will come up to me and literally be like, we're staying at the, you know, can you? I've never been in a threesome. I have watched people fuck and been like a third, I guess.
Okay, you've been in the room in the corner.
Yeah.
Kind of a little peekaboo.
Yeah. But
You're naughty.
yeah.
You're
Have you ever
kinky.
had a threesome? I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice with the same 2 girls. It was an
Okay, how
ex-girlfriend
was
and her
that?
friend. It was great for me.
Yeah.
I don't last that long.
Okay.
I'm not a
I
big,
love you. I love
not a
you.
big stamina guy.
Okay.
So I don't think I made either of them orgasm, but I think
Okay.
they enjoyed it for
Yeah.
the 10 minutes
Okay.
that it was.
Yeah. Well, I will tell you this: when a dude can't, I would rather. I would almost rather you nut too fast than me being like, "Holy fuck, would you fucking come?"
Totally.
You know?
Yeah, I leave girls wanting more.
Yes.
And that's good.
Yes. Yeah.
I feel like, or it's not good, but it's better
Yes.
than them saying, yeah,
Because
hurry it up.
if you can't
wrap it
come,
up.
you're like, you know, why can't you come? I'm hot as fuck. You should have nutted in the first 30
True.
seconds.
Yeah, it's almost, because a lot of times when I nut fast, a girl, it's a compliment to a girl.
Yes, kind
it's
of,
like,
yeah.
look at how hot I think you are.
I agree.
And then I say,
agree.
also, we should go get the pill
Yeah.
from the grocery store.
That morning
this.
after.
Yeah.
That morning after.
Let's be safe here.
Yeah.
Let's be adults. Let's get the pill.
Yeah.
So you are, from my perspective, correct me if I'm wrong, kind of like a sex icon.
That's very sweet. Thank you.
In the 90s, it was Pauly Shore.
And now it's me.
And then it would say it was like Brad Pitt and Cher.
And then me.
And now you.
Yeah. I think it's Tammy. I think if it were just me and I wasn't doing the Tammy character, I don't know if you'd feel that way.
Maybe you might be right.
You
I don't
know,
know.
I feel like it's Tammy. Have you seen my calendar? Damn, I should have
Oh,
brought
maybe
you
I've
one.
seen the cover. It's just like a sexy calendar, right?
Oh,
Have you?
full titty.
Full. Oh, your tits are out?
Oh, full
like
tit.
nipple and everything? On every page or one of the pages?
Every page.
Oh, so you made like a Playboy calendar.
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't know this.
I'm pissed I didn't bring you one.
Do you have an
one.
OnlyFans?
No, but I'm starting one.
Yeah.
But not to do nudes.
But your nudes are already out there, so why not do
Well,
nudes?
well, here's what I'm going to do.
Uh-huh.
Censorship has gotten so fucking ridiculous. Even from when I first started doing I've been doing this 8 years, okay, the whole Tammy stuff. First 5 years, I had nothing deleted, nothing. I could put out whatever the fuck I wanted to put out to a certain degree.
Sure.
A couple years ago, it started getting a little like, I started getting, so I kind of pulled back and made it a little more, PG-13.
A little more tame, yeah.
The last year, I can't put anything out, dude.
On any platform or Instagram, or which is the strict one?
I feel like YouTube's the less strict.
Yeah.
In terms of TikTok, they take down
TikTok's the strictest.
80% of what I post.
Yeah.
Even if it's not.
If there's background music, they take it down. If there's, anything.
I've had so many ideas for skits that I've wanted to film that I can't even film because I'm like, this is going to get taken down. What's the point in doing it? So I'm going to start at OnlyFans and.
That just allows you to do more explicit content.
Yep.
Or the stuff you want to do.
So I'm going to do a weekly show, a weekly like short, 5 to 10 minute show, and I'm having it professionally filmed where Tammy is a porn director. And I already have it. I have them written. Dude.
You're going to make actual pornos?
No.
Oh.
No. It's going to show nudity,
uh-huh.
but no sexual acts.
No insertion of genitalia into vaginas.
It's more about following Tammy as the director than it is the porn.
But are you going to have... So who's going to play the porn? Sorry, is it going to be your friends or are you going to hire adult actresses?
No, I've hired a few people that I found on Craigslist.
Okay.
And so I put out an ad and I thought for sure that it would be really hard to find guys willing to show their dicks. And easy to find women willing to show their tits. I'm not going to show pussy. And opposite. Dude, the dicks that came in my inbox, they were like, let's do it.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll show my dick right now. Yeah.
Will you be on my OnlyFans and show your wiener? Let's talk about it after. I don't want to put you on the spot.
I'd definitely consider it. I've sent so many dick pics out over Snapchat anyway.
They're out there.
They're out there somewhere.
They're out there. And my content, it's not going to be posted anywhere else because it's not going to be allowed anywhere else. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
I have a friend that does OnlyFans and I was like, hey, can you come on my, show and show your tits? And she was like, yeah. So I found some people, but it's just.
In fact, a lot of people on OnlyFans will probably want to do it because that's how OnlyFans works to build each other up.
That's what I told her.
They're probably stoked.
I said, I'll tag you, you know? But think of it as like late night HBO, late 90s show. That's kind of how, so that's going to be weekly. And then I'm going to post just random shit, stuff that gets taken down.
You're right.
But I'm excited.
I think the reason more stuff started getting taken down is probably a combination of them becoming stricter, but also as you have more and more success, you have more haters and they're just reporting you because whatever,
Yeah. Yeah, people say that. I don't feel like I have a lot of haters, though. I rarely get hate comments.
Yeah.
If I do have haters, they are silent.
That's great.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I'm not even successful and I have tons of haters. Every day someone DMs me, hey, just want to let you know you suck. Fuck you.
Really? I rarely get that.
And I block them and they still keep coming. I get new haters too. Unless it's people making multiple profiles.
That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I rarely block people, but if when I do, those motherfuckers will create a new account to let me know they're pissed they blocked me. It's like, dude, go to work. Take care of your kids. Fuck. People are crazy, man.
They're crazy. It's out there. I have a one strike policy. You say anything mean about me or anyone on my channel, you're out. You're banned.
And then they'll message you on Facebook or whatever. Could you please unblock me on Instagram? I didn't mean that. I didn't think you'd see it. And I'm like, no, once you're blocked, you're blocked.
Yeah, you need to learn.
Learn.
You need to
do better. Do better, please.
So you don't consider yourself a sex icon, but you consider, not Chelcie.
No, I could never do a Chelcie calendar. Hell no.
How do you mix these two people? Because I'm confused and I know you a little bit. It's like, I'm like, well, who am I dealing with here? Yeah. Tammy or Chelcie?
I feel like, okay, so Tammy is a character, but at the same time, I feel like
it's a character, but it is you.
It's me.
Yeah.
I feel like she's so easy to do and she's so believable because she's a big part of me. Yeah. We're different in a lot of ways. She's much ruder than I am. I would say that's probably the only difference. But in terms
No
of-
filter.
No.
Oh.
But she's so easy to play because she is me. And then sometimes like Greg or my sisters, I'll say something and they'll be like, whoa, okay, Tammy. Like, she comes out. Like, she definitely comes out. But people have been like, you need to do a calendar. Is Chelcie like a topless calendar? I'm like, absolutely fucking not. I cannot imagine posing like I think I'm something. No. That's Tammy. That's very Tammy. Tammy thinks she is God's gift to man.
So it's kind of a great thing to fall back on because anytime Chelcie messes up in life, cheats on her husband, fucks over a friend, you go, oh, sorry, that was Tammy.
That was the Tammy in me.
That wasn't me.
Yes.
That was Tammy.
I like it.
You can't get mad at me.
Exactly. And that's I was talking to Josh Wolf about this. That's kind of so I do stand up as Tammy. And it's almost like a comfort blanket because if I'm screw up on stage or whatever, well, that's not me.
That's true.
That's
like,
Tammy.
They didn't like Tammy tonight.
Not me, So
That's
yeah.
kinda nice.
Yeah.
It kind of has its perks.
Exactly.
Does it have any negatives?
No. Mm-mm. I don't.
Which is, so when it comes to just show business, who gets demanded more? Because Chelcie has 1 million followers, Tammy has 1 million followers. Who, when they email you, are they like, do they have to specify? I'm booking Chelcie today, I'm booking Tammy?
I always ask, who do you want? And I'll do whoever they want. I feel like years ago it was Tammy. And I feel like here lately it's been a good 50-50.
Yeah.
For sure. A solid 50-50, which is kind of cool. If people only wanted Tammy, that'd be great. I would not care. You know what I mean? That'd be great. But people are requesting more Chelcie, so I'm like, all right, it's kind of, yeah.
So how does it work with your husband because you're the sex icon? Is there any jealousy things going on there? Like, I was with you on set.
Yeah.
At Theo's house in Nashville, remember? Mm-hmm. And just impromptu in this moment. Did you ever get the video of this?
No, I need it.
We
Me and
need
Daniels?
that. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's this little Asian guy. Anyway, you made out with a man.
Yeah.
In this video. And I literally tears
You
streaming
got
down
horny.
my face. Yes.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so funny that it made me horny.
Yes.
So obviously it's a joke and it's silly.
Yeah.
But still, is there a line? Like, what if your husband saw that? He wouldn't care at all, right?
He wouldn't give a fuck. He would laugh. He would love it. He'd be like, that's fucking funny. No. And I feel like, most people don't have that. Most people are not like that. I couldn't be with someone that, would get mad at that. Like you said, we were recording something. It was funny. It was spur of the moment,
Yeah.
And no, if Greg had a problem with that, I would have a problem with him. But he doesn't. No, there's absolutely been no jealousy because just the personality I am, and I'm a pervert, and I'm like
Me too.
yeah. Oh, I know.
I love pussy, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
You know?
No.
Just guys?
Oh yeah, just guys.
Oh, I would have assumed.
I know I look a little butch. I come off as a little butch.
No,
but
I didn't want to imply. Just 2021. I thought everyone liked girls now.
True.
Yeah.
I tried, but no, it's not for me. But what was I saying? Oh no, he's cool as hell, dude. He's cool as hell. He does not give a shit about anything. It's great. And I think that's why I'm able to I think that's why I'm so, I guess, successful as me and as Tammy, because if I had someone holding me back in terms of like the things I said, the content I put out, it'd be completely different content.
Oh yeah, and from my perspective, because he's been there both days I've been around you, it's the opposite. He's encouraging you. Hey, you should do that. Try this. Try that. And you know, coming up with funny ideas.
Yeah.
So it's
cool as hell.
It's dope.
He's
what
cool
about? As hell. So, to me, you've got it all, right?
Mm-hmm. Great tits.
Success, the best tits known to man.
You haven't even seen them yet.
I've seen,
but
it.
I've
imagined.
Okay.
I see her even right now. Like you're wearing this shirt.
You see the outline.
I see the outline, and I have a good feeling.
Okay.
That they belong in my mouth. So you got great tits.
Yeah.
You got a great following.
Mm-hmm.
You're a homeowner.
Yeah.
And you own your own automobile.
Yeah.
You have your sister working with you.
Yeah.
Do you have any goals? Like you're headlining around the country. To me, it's like, what more can you want in life?
That's how I feel. Like, okay.
But but I also know from myself, because when I started, I was like, yeah, I would be happy if I was just on the road making a living doing stand-up, you know? You think that.
That's how I feel.
And then that happens, and then I'm like, oh, wait, now I need this. Like,
No.
for me, a lot of things I think are going to be cool
Really?
are cool for a week, and then they're just your life, and you're like, hey, what else do I have to do? So I'm sure that's a flaw in my own personality, and that means I have to fix something else, but I'm going to bury that deep down.
I feel like if I never gain an ounce more of fame, that's great. I would actually kind of prefer that. But if big fame is meant for me, I'll embrace it. If I don't make any more money than what I'm making, great. I'm happy with what, like, I don't, how you said, I don't need that, that extra whatever. No, I'm good. Now, if that happens for me, I'll embrace it. But in terms of everything happening right now, dude, this is good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just riding it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Goals. I'm the type of person that, and this is going to sound cheesy, spiritual, whatever, religious, whatever. But like, I feel like my whole life is already planned out. What's going to happen is going to happen. And I don't have control over much.
So you believe in fate?
Yeah, I guess.
That God has a plan.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's out of your control. You're not in control of your own life. You're just a sheep in the matrix.
I guess.
You're just a computer algorithm, not in control of anything. Whatever you're about to say, you're going to say it no matter what.
Yeah.
What I'm saying right now, I'm saying no matter what.
Yeah,
say the N-word.
No,
say it.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. To a certain degree, I feel like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna go. Okay, let's say if I want to be a movie star, hypothetically, which I don't give a fuck, but if it happens,
sure,
great. But I'm not gonna go out there and try to be a movie star, and if it doesn't happen, just be like, this is not what I wanted from. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm just taking the opportunities that are coming to me. Great, yeah, let's do it. Let's see where this goes, and then just. I just don't feel like I need to worry about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You worry about it?
I'd like to say when I actually am thinking clearly, and like when you say this stuff to me, sometimes I have to remind myself.
Okay.
So overall, I'd say I think the same way. I'm like, hey, I'm doing everything I can. Life's good. I got it all. I'm happy. But certain times I have doubts and moments of insecurities and depression where I'm like, shit, I need to be doing this and this. And then I have to snap myself out of it and be like, relax, everything's great, chill out.
Yeah.
Like today, I was telling you about what happened earlier.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I'm like, damn it, like my friend screwed me over.
And what did I say?
Happened.
You
learn, live
bigger
and learn.
And better things.
Yeah,
this didn't happen for a reason.
Yeah.
There've been, years ago where like, let's, I got offered to do this show or do this or that. And I got excited. And then things didn't, how that shit works in Hollywood. Like it never happened. It never got filmed. It never got whatever. It never got put out. And I got to a point where I'm like, I don't even, you can't worry about that stuff. Just let it go. And I had such a shitty childhood that what I'm doing now, like I should have been, a meth head. Dead serious.
Yeah.
With a bunch of kids that I didn't take care of, if I was going by the pattern.
You don't have any kids, right?
No kids.
Yeah.
If I was following the pattern, that's the way it should have been. But I remember being a kid and thinking, this will not be my life. I'm going to have a better life than this. And so everything I'm doing now, I'm just kind of floored by, and I'm so happy with that anything else is just extra. And that's cool. But if it doesn't happen, I'm content.
What about, there was something you said. Oh, you said you had a really shitty childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to hear a little bit about that.
Okay.
I want the,
all right.
It's like, I don't mean for this to get serious, but this is organic. She said she had a shitty childhood.
So we're going there.
And I'm like, well, I want to hear about it.
We're going there.
Do you think it was worse than mine?
Well, you grew up in Delmar.
Yeah.
So.
No, mine was pretty good.
Yours was good.
Relatively speaking.
Where do I start? My parents had me. I'm the oldest of 3 girls. They had me at 16 and 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Young mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
But they kept you.
Yep, they did. I'm here.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And so I got taken away and went to live with my grandma when I was 12. So from birth to 12.
You're with mom and dad.
With
young
mom and dad. Young mom and dad. They, they were together. They'd break up. They were very toxic with each other.
Have you talked about this a whole lot? Is this
Yeah.
is this podcast going to be like, we've already heard all this shit?
Yeah, I've talked about it on a couple other podcasts.
Okay,
So-
let's still. Well, you know what?
Okay.
I haven't listened to those, so screw,
Okay.
screw you.
Okay.
I need to hear it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
But no, people love hearing about my childhood, dude. It's probably the number one DM I get. And I always send them links to when I talk about it.
Mhm. You went to your grandparents' house at age 10,
I was 12. I was 12. I mean, my parents were very toxic towards each other. I remember my dad holding up a handgun to my mom's head.
Whoa.
And we were right there, just.
I love guns, but that's not cool. It's giving gun owners a bad light.
A little scary for a 8-year-old,
Mhm.
And I remember running out the door and like going over to the neighbors and calling 911, shit like that.
On your own parents.
Yeah.
Because you're scared.
And then I got in trouble for calling 911
sure.
by my parents.
Yeah, they're like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Never call the cops.
Yeah.
Never call those pigs.
They were my mom was on meth. My dad was an alcoholic. They just would disappear for days at a time when I was 7, 8, 9 years old.
This is how trashy Tammy was born.
This is a little bit. I think my childhood is more trashy than Tammy, for sure.
Yeah.
Tammy's got a little bit of class to her in terms of Oklahoma women.
Mhm.
She's classy.
Interesting.
Yeah. But, they would disappear for days at a time. And I would literally have to wake myself up and get my sisters ready for school and come home and they still weren't there. And I'd have to
Feed yourself. Clean yours.
There'd be no food in the house. I remember literally knocking on neighbors' doors.
Saying, can I have food?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, we haven't, we haven't eaten out where my parents are. And where we lived, everybody kind of knew, they knew each other, wasn't a nice area. So everybody was poor. So, yeah, come on in or here's some, whatever. It was everybody kind of takes care of each other in a way.
That's nice.
And, they'd be gone for days just on drug benders. Hell, I don't know. But that was normal. And so, as a kid, I never felt safe. And you probably, most people don't think
I'll
about
admit
that.
it. Your childhood sounds worse than mine.
Yeah, probably.
I'm just going to, listen,
Yeah.
I'm a man and I could admit things.
Yeah.
It sounds worse.
But a kid is supposed to feel safe, even if they don't know the opposite of feeling safe. They're not supposed to know the difference between feeling safe and not feeling safe. I never felt safe as a kid. It wasn't
But
until,
you didn't even know you didn't feel safe. Or
right.
You did. But
right.
because it was kind of just your life.
Yeah.
It was normal. You're like, yeah, that's my life.
But looking back, I'm like, I never felt safe physically, emotionally, just everything, And then we got taken away when I was 12. My mom got arrested for writing hot checks. You know what that is?
Oh, it's where you write you cash a check that there's no money for?
Right.
Yeah.
So she go to the convenience store and get whatever and write a check and knowing that there's no money.
Yeah.
So if you do that enough, like you get arrested.
Yeah,
So,
totally. Catch me if you can.
yeah. So she got arrested and I think she had pending charges already, whatever. So my grandma got custody of us and then mom just never came back and got us. They just were like, 3 kids? Nah. we're
Literally. So right now, do you have a relationship with your parents?
good. No, my mom passed away 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
it's good.
What
We weren't
about before? So up until she passed away, there was no real relationship.
No, there was a mother-daughter relationship.
Okay.
She got arrested for meth a couple years before she died, and she was in jail for like a year. And I guess when you're in jail, they take you to the doctor. I don't know.
Yeah, they sober you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she went to the doctor and found out she had cervical cancer.
Oh, shit.
Like she was about to die. Like she, and so she got out. And the last year of her life, she really, really tried to, I guess, mend that relationship. And we had a conversation a couple months before she died. And, she had called me or something, and we hadn't spoken in years, and we, even 0 through 12, we never had a mother-daughter relationship. We were never close, nothing. And I had said something, and she said, I am your mother. And this is a few months before she died, and I got mad at her, and I was like, you can't just like literally, at the time I was 25, 26, and I was like, you can't just come in and all of a sudden everything, just you're my mommy, have a mother-daughter relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a 2-hour phone call that I didn't know I needed, because I was never angry at my parents as a kid. As an adult, I was never, like, oh, not at all.
You're a glass half full type of person.
Yes.
And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I was never angry with them. I was never, but we had a 2-hour long conversation where she like apologized for everything. And, I didn't know I needed that. And I thanked her for that. And I asked her, I was like, are you scared of dying? Cause she was about to die. And she said, no. She said, I was at first, but I did this to myself. She goes, I was hemorrhaging blood for years, and I never went to the doctor.
Wow.
And I was like, why? And she was like, I don't know. She was too methed out,
Damn.
I guess. So she goes, it's my own fault,
That's gnarly.
And she died. And I feel so guilty because I've never cried over her death. Never.
Now, are you a crying type of person? And
not overly emotional, but if there's a
do you cry during sad movies?
No. If there's a good time to cry, I'll cry.
So is the reason you haven't cried just because she wasn't the best mother, and
I feel like,
and you saw it coming? Maybe you had a lot of time to.
That's true.
It's not like it was my mom died. It was.
That's true. I feel like my mom didn't die. I feel like an aunt, that I only saw every few years died.
Right.
That's what it feels like. It does not feel like my mom died.
Do you think you'll ever cry about it, or you think probably not?
No.
What? And then what happened with your dad?
So my dad's still alive. My dad's cool as hell. He's really cool. I feel like he's where I get my sense of humor. He's hilarious. I get my mannerisms from him. He got married. Oh gosh, I was in junior high. So yeah, 15 years ago. It's almost like when he got married, we kind of almost we weren't in the picture before.
Right.
But if we weren't in the picture before, we damn sure weren't in the picture after.
So he started a new family. And
Pretty much.
My old family is my old family.
Pretty much. And he's cool as hell. We're Facebook friends. He'll comment every once in a while. That's about the extent of our relationship.
Wow.
I saw him about a year ago. I went back home and he asked me for my autograph.
But in seriousness?
Mm-hmm. So that was weird. He goes, he asked me for an autograph, and then he goes, and could you sign one for a coworker of mine? And I was like, sure, And he goes, yeah. I was with my sisters, and he goes, yeah, nobody believes that. He goes, everybody at work doesn't believe that I know you. And I say, yeah, that's my kinfolk. If that shows his mentality.
You didn't say that's my daughter.
Right. And my sister goes, I was fine with it. My sister got fucking pissed. And she goes, that's your daughter. Like, why? Like, she got mad. I was like, but it's okay. So that kind of solidified
what your relationship
is.
Wow.
Yes. And I was fine with it before, but that was like, okay, like to say that, is that not weird? We're kinfolk.
I'm
not your second cousin, bro.
It makes me sad.
Yeah.
Hearing it.
See, it doesn't me. I'm good.
I know you are. But just.
Yeah.
It's a little sad. And it's funny because I thought I had a bad relationship with my parents, and I hear this, and I'm like, you know what? My relationship's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think about everything, every aspect. If I'm feeling, I'm like, damn, it could be worse.
Could be way worse.
It could be way worse. And I never felt a strong, loving relationship with my parents at all. So I don't feel like how do I put it? I don't feel like I lost anything because it was never there. I don't know any different.
What do you think you would be doing if you weren't doing what you're doing with your life?
Just working little odd jobs like I was, honestly.
What kind of odd jobs were you doing?
I was working at Whole Foods.
Oh, just
in the bakery.
literally jobs, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was working. I worked in the mall. I worked. I was a substitute teacher. I just recently started telling people this because my whole life I felt crazy, but I always felt like something was going to happen, and I didn't know what that was. Growing up, I just always felt okay. If I can just make it through this, if I can make it through this childhood, something's going to happen for me. I remember starting work at Whole Foods and I was working with who's now my best friend, Becky. And I don't remember telling her this, but she remembers very distinctly. She was like, when we first started working together, we were both, she goes, I was complaining about work. I was complaining about money, whatever. She goes, and you said, well, I won't be working here for long because I'm going to be famous one day.
Wow.
And she goes, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know, but I just got to make it. I just got to work here until then. I do not remember saying that. She's like a savant when it comes to memorization. It's insane. So I believe her. I don't remember saying that. I just recently dug out my high school yearbooks and it said like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I forgot I put this. I'm going to move to Hollywood and become a high paid actress. Don't remember putting that.
Wow.
I just always felt like something was going to happen. When me and my husband first got married, we were broke as fuck. Like, I wouldn't say we were poor, but we were paycheck to paycheck. I don't think paycheck to paycheck is poor because I've been poor. Paycheck to paycheck is a blessing.
You were at least paying your bills.
Right.
You weren't racking up debt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but we didn't have money to go to Applebee's, So he used to stress so much about just, he wanted to buy a house and we didn't have, and I just remember telling him like, you got to relax. Let's get through this. We'll be okay, and I don't remember telling him that, but you always just tell me like, why are you stressing about like, well, we're good. We'll be good.
That's how you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. We're all going to be good. You know what I mean?
How did you guys meet?
On Facebook.
Oh, that's sweet. Did
Yeah.
he DM you? Did he poke you? What was the move?
This was when Facebook was just for college students. Do you remember that?
Yes.
I don't know. How old are you?
31.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was just.
I got it. I remember I was in high school.
Okay.
But Facebook was kind of picking up, and I pretended to be in college to get a Facebook.
You had
I wanted a profile just to fool around with it. Yeah.
You had to have like a college email or whatever. So and he, I guess we were friends or whatever. So he messaged me and he goes, I'll never forget it. He goes, I love your eyes. They really draw me in. And I go,
dude, he was a pioneer in picking up chicks on the internet.
One of the first,
That's badass.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I go, let me reply to this, And that's it, dude. We've been together 15 years.
That's so cool.
15 years.
You have beautiful eyes, and you're like, let's meet up.
And it was a.
Did you like it, or was there initially who's this creep? Like what?
Who's this creep?
It was.
Yeah.
He had to win you over.
And the picture was I put a filter on it that made my eyes look like bright blue, like not even. It wasn't even real, like a bright ass blue.
Yeah, so you're trying to say something nice, but it wasn't even about your eyes.
And it was obviously photoshopped. That's why I thought this motherfucker. So we've been together 15 years, been married 13. So that's crazy. I don't feel like I'm old enough to be with someone 15 years. It's about ran its course.
Because you're 33, right?
Yeah, 33.
It's about ran its course. Yeah.
It's about time, statistically speaking.
Yeah, it's over. Well, then you could have your orgies.
Yeah.
No guilt free.
I could do that anyway.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
So do you guys have an open relationship?
Well, no.
Next question?
Yeah. Well, we're good. Let's just put it that way.
Why is that a secret?
Not complete. People ask me. I guess they get vibes.
Are you scared if you say like, oh yeah, we have an open relationship, you're going to get hit up too much?
Oh God, probably.
You probably would.
Yeah. No, we don't have an open relationship, but
You have maybe you have a list. Like, remember the celebrity list? Like, okay, we're not in a relationship, but if you meet Britney Spears,
yeah,
you can fuck her.
Yeah. No, let's just say he's real cool.
Sounds great.
He's
is it a cuck thing?
Is it a cock thing?
Cuck, you know what cucking is? Oh, okay. I'm glad I can teach you this. Cucking is a guy who likes. So if you were to cuck your husband, he likes watching another man be with you.
No, He would not. No. He would not do that. No,
or you could be cooked where you like watching him be with another woman.
I don't. How about we just do our own thing? I think. No, I asked him like fucking 10 years ago if he wanted to have a threesome, just try to spice things up, and he was like, hell no. Hell no. He got mad at me for asking.
Got it.
I was like, all right, never ask again.
It is weird because, I mean, people don't like to talk about this, but it's got to be the norm. So, and you've experienced this a little bit too, because she's going through a separation right now. She probably didn't want me to say that, but we could edit it out if that's the case. But when you're with someone, doesn't matter how hot they are. I could be with a girl who's way out of my league, and I could think she is dope as fuck, the coolest chick, a friend. I love hanging out with her. After a year and a half, I'm still going to be thinking about it. Yeah, there ain't no pussy like new pussy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I'm a cheater or any of these things. I'm just saying like that's a real thing you have to deal with in a relationship. Doesn't matter what your belief system is,
right?
What whether you want to be a monogamous or not. Like people, it's just it's in your body, it's in your DNA. You're gonna want new pussy,
right?
And 15 years,
right?
Like it's.
And I feel like years ago when we were dating, when we first got married, I could not understand people that had open relationships. I could not understand people that stayed with cheaters. I could not understand. I was very close-minded in that, and being with someone for so long, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. And I feel like most people still don't. If I was to come out and say, oh, we have an open relationship or we have that, people would not fucking understand that. They wouldn't.
They know a lot of people can't grasp their head around it.
No,
And I kind of get that too, because even though when I really break it down, I do understand open relationships. I wouldn't help, like when I'm with a girl that I'm in love with, I also have the feeling of like, she's mine. I want her to be, she's just for me and I'm just for her. Like I also understand the monogamy
for
feeling.
Sure.
So it's a weird.
Yep. I don't judge, let's put it this way. I don't judge a couple in anything they do. My aunt and uncle who have been married for 40 years, still bone, everything. They sleep in separate bedrooms, and she's not going to listen to this, but she'll probably get mad if I say anything. But she was asking me like, "Do you think that's they moved into a new house and they have separate bedrooms? Do you think that's weird? Do you think And I was like, if it works for y'all, because he snores,
Oh, dude, I could not sleep in a room with someone who snores.
If it works for y'all, and you're still boning or whatever, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? So that's kind of how I, and I wouldn't have thought that 10, 15 years ago. But now I'm like, if people are whatever works for you, I feel like each individual relationship is molded for those two people. Other people aren't going to understand it. Who cares?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Who cares?
Another thing I want to ask you is you're not known for these, but it's one of the things you're known for are your mukbangs. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Mukbang.
I think
you
said it correctly. I say mukbang.
Yeah, mukbang.
But I do that on purpose.
Right. Mukbang. I guess if you're from America, it's mukbang. And if you're from whatever country that term was made up in.
Mukbang. Yeah.
Was it Japanese?
I think so.
Japanese. Yeah, so. Whatever it is. Mukbang. But something that I didn't expect, and I'm not even saying this because you're a thick girl. Mm-hmm. You don't like fast food. I love fast food.
And you wouldn't think because I'm fat as fuck, but I don't. I have to force myself to film these videos.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. I love cooking at home. I love, trying new like I love food, but
there's no fast food you like? Like a McDonald's quarter pounder? Those fries?
The occasional Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell, yeah.
And I like Chick-fil-A breakfast. I'm going to get canceled for saying that,
Why? Because of the gay stuff?
Yeah.
Nah.
But I love gays.
Most gay people I know like Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah.
There's some that don't.
Yes.
But I'd say overall, even gay people are like, fuck it.
I like the Chick-fil-A breakfast. And other than that, I'm trying to think. I hate McDonald's. I hate Wendy's. I hate Burger King.
Burger King's not that
God.
good. Yeah. They're subpar.
I hate most of them.
Domino's?
I'll do some Domino's. I'll do some Domino's. But I would say I hate Chipotle. 90% I hate.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I try to do one mukbang every 1 to 2 weeks, and that's when I eat fast food.
Right. So
outside of that,
once a week, once every 2 weeks.
Outside of that, very rare will I eat fast food. I'll go out to a restaurant, 5 nights a week, But yeah, I don't.
Do you like chain restaurants, Applebee's, Chili's, those kind of places? Cheesecake Factory.
The Cheesecake Factory's my shit.
Yeah, so good.
Anything else, not really, but Cheesecake Factory, yes, that's my shit. That's really good.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Sure.
You go ahead. I didn't have a thought.
Okay, we got a bunch of voicemails.
Good.
And
I'm nervous.
thank you for reposting that because I don't know what it is, but I think the few fans that I have are like scared I'm going to make fun of them or something.
They don't call in.
People don't call in.
Oh.
It's like I know if I put type in your questions to Chelcie,
they will.
I get hundreds.
Wow.
But the voicemail, my people are. It's just they're scared.
That's funny.
I don't know what it is.
That's funny.
So for a while I was paying people to do them. That's how badly I wanted them.
You got some good ones?
I was like, leave me. I didn't screen them, but okay. I do a lot of editing on this podcast. So if there's anything that we don't want, we can cut it out.
Cool.
Sorry, unprofessional. I gotta type it in.
Okay. Hello, my name is Josie, and I was gonna call for some advice. So my thing is, how do you stay firm with people when you tell them no? Like, I can tell people no, but as soon as they try to push it a little further, I will instantly fold. And whenever I do refuse, I feel like a jerk afterwards. This is especially, with salespeople. I recently got solar panels put on my house, essentially because I just couldn't tell them no.
Mm.
And, I'm a college student. I don't have any business buying solar panels. I don't know what I'm doing. So
that's not being able to say no on next level. She's in college and she bought solar panels.
Bless her heart. Okay, so I thought she meant with friends, family,
or sexual things.
Yeah,
a guy's like, have sex with me, and she's like, okay.
Yeah,
and she didn't want to.
But she
probably is. She's all those things.
She bought solar panels, dude. I have no problem telling salespeople no.
Yeah, that's easy.
That's the easiest thing in the world.
Not only no, I'll say stop fucking calling me.
Yeah. Those people in the malls that stop you, the kiosk people, like me, I walk right past, no eye contact. No, thank you. Keep walking. Greg is the person that's hard for him to say no, and he'll stop and he'll, he'll look at me. I'll be down. He'll look at me come get me, and he'll be like, okay, yeah, and I'm like, Greg, let's go. And he's like, the people won't let him go, obviously, the pushy ones. And I'll have to walk back up, grab him by the arm, and say, have a good day. And you just gotta be firm, dude. You gotta be firm.
It's just, I get it. It is hard to walk away from people and say no. So I understand where the caller is coming from, but some of it's having a little self-respect even. Because it's if you're not saying no to people, you're letting people walk all over you. And this tough love here, it's a little pathetic.
Yeah.
If you're an adult and you're a strong woman, you got to be able to say no. That's part of being a person.
Yeah.
And if you're not, you're just a weak, pathetic little twat. So sorry, I'm being mean. I'm giving you tough love. Maybe this isn't the kind. Maybe you don't respond well to this kind of feedback.
Yeah.
But if you don't say no to people, you're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
You don't want to be. No one wants to be a bitch.
Well, I remember watching
Stop
Oprah
being a bitch.
In I was a freshman in high school, and I saw this Oprah show, and something she said stuck with me, dude, my whole life. And it was something to the extent of, people are going to treat you how you allow them to treat you, especially within the first couple moments you have of interaction with them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you, are a pushover the first time, second time, that's going to make it even harder down the road to say no.
Yeah.
But if you set your boundaries, and I'm talking about saying no to family and friends, if you set your boundaries early on, people are going to know how to treat you. They're going to know they can't push you over. That's always stuck with me.
It's good. You're wise.
Yeah.
You're a wise one. We got a lot more.
Thank you.
Let's see here. We're going to go to this, whatever this is.
Hey, Ari, and hey, Chelcie Lynn. This is Adrienne. I'm from upstate New York. Just wanted to give a shout out, especially to Chelcie. Can't wait to meet you, girl. Yeah, keep staying funny and real, and I look forward to everything that you post.
That call was my fault because I didn't put that I wanted people to call in with questions and concerns, not just shout outs. You dumb. Why would we play that call? Why would we want that? Hey, hi. Hi.
Oh, she was sweet though.
She was really sweet. Dumb, but sweet.
Holy shit.
She's your fan, so I could say that. I could call her dumb. Not mine. Just kidding. Really not. I'll probably just cut. You're
definitely cut that.
I'll start it over. I'll go. Thank you so much for that call. So sweet. And shout out back to you. Thanks so much.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love calls like that. Smart and just
that makes your day.
She sounded great.
You know?
Hi. I wanted to stay anonymous, but I am from the great state of Texas, and I live in a really, really big city. I really do. But sometimes I wonder if, what else is there out for me to do other than just to stay in one city. I am a college student. I'm in my mid-20s, and I'm in a relationship that is awesome, but I still want to do so much more. But I don't know what to do. Should I continue in the path that I'm in, or chase my dreams and leaving the cities and looking at the world?
She already knows.
Yeah, she does. You already know, boo. Get out there.
Leave Texas, dude.
Get out
I mean,
there.
nothing wrong with Texas, but
Love
like you
Texas.
said, go see the world.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe you'll come back.
When I moved from Texas to San Diego, I was terrified.
Oh, I didn't know you lived in Texas.
Mm-hmm. I'm from about 45 minutes north of Dallas in Oklahoma, and then when Greg and I got married, we moved to Dallas. Lived there for a few years, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying moving, and
it's stressful.
It's yes, and to the listener, I didn't catch your name, but go to YouTube and watch the Reba video. Is Their Life Out There? That's all I gotta say to you.
It's motivating?
Yes.
Uplifting?
Yes.
Reba, Is Their Life Out There? Maybe I'll cut it in right now. Reba, Is Their Life. Watch it.
Boom.
Yeah, you got to leave. You got to leave the nest
You got
egg.
to.
And maybe you'll leave and you'll go, you know what? I liked it better in Texas. And you'll go right back.
Exactly.
You can always go back.
You can always go back, but what you can't do is, 10, 20, whatever, years down the road, you can't go back and say, man, I should have at least tried.
That's right.
You'll eat yourself alive. Just do it.
You'll regret it. I promise you'll regret it. And take your boo with you. You said you're in a relationship. Tell him you would love for him to go with you. Travel together. I personally, some people are like, oh, I love to travel alone. I don't. I like traveling with friends or with a girl. I don't want to go travel by myself, maybe. And that's probably something I should work on. But start taking him with you. And if he doesn't want to go, dump his ass.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I'll fucking fuck you up right now.
Yeah.
In a good way. I'll fuck you up. Yeah.
Hell
Sign
yeah.
me up. Yeah. I got 10 minutes. I'll give you a good 10-minute ride.
My name's Donna, and I want to leave a song for Chelcie.
Oh, here we go.
The song. It's very emotional, and it just speaks right to my heart, and I hope it speaks to hers.
Here we go.
Well, I went down to the Grundy County auction. I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution. My heart said, go ahead and make a bet on that. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign?
Oh, you know the song.
Anything to make your mind on mine. I'll do your bidding and
Bitch, you back and call.
Never seen anyone look so fine.
Man, I gotta have her. She's a one of a kind.
I'm going once, going twice, and I'm sold to the lady in the second row.
She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she got red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes.
I'm about to bid my heart goodbye.
Yeah.
I'd love to finish the song for you, but I think you get the point. I hope you guys have a great day and bye.
Little John Michael Montgomery.
So explain to me the significance with the song? Because clearly she knew you knew it.
You know what? There is not any significance.
She just follows you enough to know you love that song and you sing it sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I like 90s country. So, I think she knows. And that's like one of the biggest songs of the 90s country.
Gotcha. Oh, so she didn't even know you knew that song?
No.
That was just, she picked a random song, You happen to know it.
Yeah.
And now you were singing along with it, and she's going to watch this, and wow,
Yeah.
we were just singing along together,
Yep.
and she's going to be stoked.
Yeah.
I thought when you started singing along, I was like, oh, this must be a
Something.
song you do. No, that's just,
Nope.
she just wanted to do a little karaoke.
And that was
little
great.
sing-along.
That was great.
Yeah.
That got my blood pumping. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. That was
Yeah.
lovely. That was a cool, I think for me, when you were singing along to her voicemail, I was thinking, this is going to make that girl's life. Like, I was thinking how sweet it is because she's a big fan of yours,
Yeah.
clearly, and didn't even know you knew that song. So when she listens to you singing along, she's going to
Extra.
cry probably.
Yeah,
She'll probably cry more than you did for your own mother,
Yeah.
would be my bet. Which is anything at all.
Which is just one tier.
Yeah.
You know?
Was that insensitive of me to say?
No.
Good.
Yeah.
I hope it was.
no.
Are you getting mad out there because I'm an insensitive
Yeah.
bigot? Good.
In my opinion, you could literally say anything and I don't give a fuck.
Until you do.
Until 30
I strike
seconds
that
ago.
right nerve. That's what everyone says. And then you say that one thing.
No,
They go,
no.
I go, oh, I thought I could say anything. Huh? Then why are you upset right now if I could say anything?
No, not me.
Anything? I see. I know there's someone could piss me off. Well, you know what? For me, it's all about. You know what it is for me? It's all about intent.
Exactly. Well,
So-
yes.
So
Agree.
if I wasn't trying to piss you off, if no one's
Then you
trying,
wouldn't.
then I wouldn't. But if I was like being mean to you and saying mean things, trying to be mean, then you would probably get pissed off.
Just
because
because of the energies,
mean?
just
yeah,
bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's,
yeah.
that's different.
Yeah,
In
true.
terms of like you making a joke,
right? Nothing. Rape. Dead babies.
Okay, let's. No, I'm kidding. Whatever.
Anything.
Whatever. I think everything's funny.
Racism.
I love racist jokes. Well, if
they're funny.
Yes, if they're
Yeah.
funny. Like, and I'm not just saying this because he's black. Dave Chappelle, I think he's the most genius
He's the
man
goat.
at
Yeah.
racist jokes. They're
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, his first sketch from Chappelle's show of the blind racist.
Dude, genius.
Oh,
Genius.
I'm
If
so
you
glad
nev-
we don't have to boycott that. 'cause
If
there
you've
was a
never
moment.
seen that, it's on Netflix right now. Go watch the Chappelle show.
Incredible.
Some of the incredible. Like that type
Yeah.
of comedy, I love it.
So good.
I love it.
Okay, I think we're on the last one.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
Question for both of you for the podcast. What burrito or how do you order your burrito?
Good question.
Oh, that is a
Good
great question.
The best call yet.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you.
Okay, you want to go first? It's your podcast, bro.
Well, this is also a complicated question. Some of you might listen to that and think, simple, I do this.
No, I'm thinking of a few. Yes, I agree with
Am
you.
I going to Taco Bell? Am I getting a burrito in San Diego? Am I in Mexico? Where am I?
Right.
So it's like Taco Bell.
Do your top two burritos.
Okay, so childhood and a go-to for me is Taco Bell. So I'm just going to first say Taco Bell burrito, even though some of you are probably like, come on, real burritos. I'll give another one. But Taco Bell, I like a bean burrito with no onions.
Just bean and tortilla?
No, bean burrito, no onions, no cheese even. Sometimes I do no cheese. So it's just beans, a Taco Bell refried beans, a tortilla, and their red sauce. That's it. And I love it. And you're probably thinking you're a fucking weirdo. Yeah, that's why I
You
grew
know what
up
I
on.
said 5 minutes ago about you not offending me? It happened.
I did it.
No, it's okay. I mean, okay.
Okay, now my number 2 is I'm from San Diego, and if you don't know, San Diego has some of the best Mexican food in the world.
Best.
It's right on the border of Tijuana, which is Mexico, right on the border of Mexico. In some places, I'm not saying we have better Mexican food than Mexico, but you can argue that, hey, we have higher food quality standards, so maybe in some ways it's a little different. All I'm saying, San Diego has great Mexican food. So does Mexico. I love going to Mexico and eating their Mexican food, but it does. Anyway, there's a burrito that I think started in San Diego. I'm not sure. It's called the California burrito.
I think it did.
And it's French fries, carne asada, sour cream, cheddar cheese, pico, all wrapped up in a big monster burrito.
And it's this big.
It's
Are they
big.
not that big?
Yeah, they're big.
Huge.
It's called the California burrito, and can't go wrong. If I'm trying a new Mexican place in San Diego, that's how I test them out. Oh, we'll see if they're any good. I'll get a California burrito.
Yep.
No sour cream. because I don't like white things. I don't like white sauces.
Oh, extra. Keep going. And then I'll talk about my burrito.
And I'll even say a bonus number 3. If I'm in a new city that doesn't have, most cities don't have California burritos, and I'm not Taco Bell, I'll usually just go carne asada burrito to test them out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite place in San Diego to get a California burrito is called Cotejan.
Okay.
There's multiple locations. I love the Mira Mesa location, and I get a California burrito chicken.
Interesting. Okay. Sub beef for chicken. Okay.
Extra sour cream. And they have
that should be illegal.
The best red sauce that you have ever fucking tasted in your life. I get extra red sauce, and I'll always say put 20 red sauces in there.
Yeah, I'll pour it on every bite. I'll pour the red sauce on every. So take a bite, add more red sauce.
Try Cotejan. Oh,
I will.
You're gonna bust.
Oh, I'm busting just thinking about it right now,
dude. It's about 30 minutes from us. We drive on a regular basis to get Cotejan.
Cotejan, I'm going to try. And then also, got to have guac and chips on the side. A little Mexican Coke, maybe. Those pickled carrots.
Yeah.
In like the spicy.
Yep.
Oh, so good. Great.
I make a good homemade breakfast burrito that I think is the best.
What do you put in it?
I use Jimmy Dean hot sausage.
Okay.
I fry up, potato, what's it called? Breakfast potato. With the shredded, what am I? Hash browns.
Yeah.
And I fry them up.
McDonald's. Great hash brown at McDonald's.
I fry them up real crispy. And then
got to
eggs. And what else did I put on it? I think and then cheese. I put Velveeta sliced cheese. I do it up extra white trash. Big old tortilla. Dude, my family begs for them once, twice a week. Bomb. Yep. Let's go to Cotejan next time you're in San Diego.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm going to play. I think we got one more literally as we were doing them. We got one more. So I'll play it.
Hey Chelsea, I just wanted to let you know I love watching your videos, and I hope you don't ever stop making them. They really make me laugh, and they make my day. I hope you all have a great day, and stay safe.
Even though that was the same call as the other one, and I said I don't want people just saying nothing, she was even sweeter than the first lady.
Sweet.
Like, she made the first lady seem like she had coldness in her heart. This lady didn't.
No.
This girl was so sweet that I'm not mad at it at all.
No, you can't. How can you be mad at that at all?
Not one bit. I want to meet her and just shake her hand and tell her how sweet she is.
Yeah, that was.
But
very
for some reason,
sweet.
I'm still a little mad at the first one.
Really?
I don't know why.
I loved the first one. Are you gonna keep that in?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see. Mystery.
We'll see.
Does getting compliments like that, does that get old?
No, it always shocks me. No, that never gets old.
Have you ever said to someone, they're like, "You're so funny," you go, "Yeah, I know, bitch."
No.
Have you ever responded that way?
No, but maybe it's like my friends and family, but I feel like I can never be that way with
a stranger.
No.
I know from meeting you and that you're, and I'm not just saying that, I'm not kissing her ass because she's here. Chelcie is very sweet, very kind, does not have an ego to her whatsoever. The first time I met you, you're like, "Hey, come back next time you're here, come over." And I'm just like, wow, it just makes you feel at home in her house, having strangers in her house. I know.
Yeah.
I love you. I love your whole crew of friends. I was I literally left Nashville going, I want to be in their crew. Crew. Thank you.
You are.
Yeah, thank you.
Because we feel the same about you. I told, when I walked in, I said, Libby wanted me to tell you she misses you. I told her I was coming up here, and she was like, "Oh my God, tell him I miss it." We love you, dude.
Like, so sweet.
Dude,
I'm honored.
Yes.
But yeah, it's serious. And I'm not ego boosting here. Like, you have a dope crew. Just everyone in the crew, they're just funny, like great sense of humor. Just, not getting offended. They just chill out, hang out, make funny videos. Like, they're living the fucking dream, and they're all cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any issues in your life you want to talk about? And you don't have to have one, because I know you said you don't. But
I don't.
Anything you want to say to the world? But we don't have to talk about your issue. There's a lot of episodes where this happens, so you're not alone. Don't worry. But I will say, you're lying.
Do you? You think?
No one's life is perfect. Everyone's got issues. Everyone. Doesn't matter if you're Dave Chappelle, if you're Donald Trump. Everyone's got things that keep them up at night where you're like, this is stressing me out, or I would like to fix it. I don't know. Just nothing. That's human nature, right? Humans are always trying to create problems in their life that
Okay.
don't even exist.
Okay, maybe it's this. Maybe I do have those things, but I don't view them as problems,
Right.
Or view them as an issue, or view it as being detrimental to my life. You know, like, dude, I can't think of anything. I swear to God, and I would be totally honest.
I believe you. I mean, hey, when I look at your life, I feel the same about it from my perspective.
Okay.
I'm like, what could
I
what
can't think of
she be complaining about?
anything. That's how, dude. I mean, that's how awesome my life is. And I don't know, dude. It's great. You hate me right now.
I don't know. I don't.
Okay.
I don't hate you at
Can't think
all.
of anything.
don't
I even
hate
was gonna make something up, and I was like, I can't even think of anything to make up.
Okay, here's a question I ask a lot of people
Okay.
that interests me. So you've been in show business. Let's just call it show business. It's a gross term, but whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Video making for what, a decade now?
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years. 8 years. So I'm sure there's been a lot of opportunities that have come and go. Has there been anything in your life that you've kind of blown, like an opportunity that you blew, where you're like, man, I fucked that up, whether it be an audition or a meeting, where you kind of not regret it because you're doing great and everything happens for a reason, but anything where you're like, oh, that was a big learning lesson, something like that.
Oh, yeah, a lot. I feel like everything's a learning lesson, but probably auditions. I don't think I've gotten anything I've auditioned for. But everything I have gotten, I haven't auditioned for. Is that weird? You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the way it should be.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
It's like, that's the dream,
Yeah.
really.
So I go into an audition thinking I won't get it, though.
Right. So kind of the mentality of you're not going to be disappointed.
No.
I do the same thing. Yeah.
I go in thinking, okay, I'm not getting this, but this is a cool experience and it's a cool learning experience. That way, if I ever do get something, I'm like, whoa, you know? But no, I go in not getting my hopes up, not getting, no, thinking I'm not going to get it. I've auditioned for some shit, for some cool shit that I've never seen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I always think like, oh, I'm going to audition for this movie and then it's going to come out and do big and I'm going to see who got my part. And I've never seen anything I've auditioned for. Isn't that crazy?
Me either. Most of the time. Or if I do, I'm still, for some reason, I'm not bitter about it. I'm like, that guy's great.
Yeah.
I could see, or he's way more famous than me, so I could see why they chose him and not me.
Yeah.
I've never once watched someone, I'm like, they picked that guy?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I feel like I auditioned for a lot of stuff, which is weird because, you know, but I've been in 2 movies, and the movies that I have done, I didn't audition for. They just reached out to me and said, hey,
Yeah, you'd be
wanna
perfect for this. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
so that's cool. That's great.
You're a hustler, though. I mean, you live in San Diego. You're buying land in Nashville. You still come out, find time to do my shitty podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll come back anytime. Thank
It's
you.
very sweet of you. Any questions you have or anything?
When are you going to launch your OnlyFans page?
Oh, yeah. So I am hoping to film in March and just stockpile a bunch of content. That way I only have to film every couple months. So hopefully into March, beginning of, May. What's after March? I don't know. March, whatever. So soon. It's going to be funny.
That's cool.
It's gonna be good.
This is how I typically end the podcast, and you could respond to this in any way you want. You could say no, you could say yes, but I do it every episode.
You got me nervous.
Can I kiss you to end the episode?
Yes, on the mouth. Are you being serious?
On the mouth. And this is okay? Greg's going to be okay with it? I want to be weird about
No.
Greg?
What kind of kiss? He doesn't care, but what kind of kiss am I expecting? Do you really do this to him? Is he lying?
Let's see. I don't know what kind of kiss.
Are you
it's
lying?
Just kind of how you just kind of.
Let's do a not a tongue kiss, but let's do a good.
Like a lip lock? Or what are you thinking?
You're lying to me, aren't you?
Do it every episode. Everyone, guy or girl, people respond differently.
Are you lying?
Am I lying? Would I ever lie? I mean, it's a segment I'm starting right now. I do it every episode.
Let's do it
starting
anyway.
now.
I'll go halfsies.
Well, wait. So neither of us know what kind of kiss we're doing? Okay.
Oh, God. You're
I'm
making
scared.
me bend. You do some bend.
I'm scared.
You
Okay.
do some
Okay.
bend.
I'm
I'm
scared.
terrified. I'm terrified.
I'm scared. Should I not touch you when I do it?
No, touch the arm.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay, I did a little lip lock there.
That was great. I kissed Ari.
I kissed Chelcie.
Libby's gonna be jealous.
I'll do her next.
Literally, don't say that and then
hot
not.
babe.
Don't
I
say.
do. I'm doing it every episode from now on, guy or girl.
Wait, you said from now on.
From now, this is the first time I lied to you. This is the first time I did that. But
please put this on Instagram. Please, please.
Okay. Was that good? Do we need to redo it? I kind of want. You have good breath. Is my breath bad?
No.
Be honest.
No.
You can say it.
I would be honest.
I see what. I'm a little jealous of Greg now. I get it.
Oh, he
You're
doesn't kiss
fucking
me.
Hot. What?
We've been together 15 years, bro.
Yeah, but what about goodbye when you left to
No,
LA?
I take that back.
Honey,
I take
love
that
you.
back. He does. He's very affectionate. He does kiss me.
Good.
But not like that.
He's great. And I feel a little, even though he's cool with shit like that, I feel weird about it.
Really?
And I hope that he never sees that.
He will not.
This is our secret.
Yeah, I won't. He's not gonna watch this podcast.
And whatever we do after this, our fucking
that's up
secret.
to us. You know, we're in our 30s. We
That's
can do
right.
whatever we
We're
want.
adults. We're adults. Cheating's not illegal, or is it? Is cheating
Not in
illegal?
your 30s.
Are you legally allowed to fuck a man's wife or vice versa?
Not in Bible days.
Not in Bible. We'll figure it out.
Nowadays you can, but we'll go through the legal book and we'll highlight whatever we need to highlight and figure it out. We're in our 30s.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a man. Men do what they do.
Exactly.
That's what I say. Thank
Exactly.
you for doing my podcast so
Thank
much. I'm sure most of you listening aren't listening because of me. They're listening because of Chelcie already. But if you don't follow Chelcie or know what she does, look her up. She's a fucking beautiful sex queen that's hilarious.
Thank you.
And God bless you and your whole family.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I love you.
Thanks.
And yeah, thank you.
See you guys.
Woohoo! That was great.
You're listening to Unlicensed Therapy with Ari Mannis.
There it was. The whole interview. The outro. You made it to the end. If you're still listening, you know what to do. I don't have a guest lined up for next week, but I'm going to try and do something for you because I love you. I love you. We'll see you guys.